Some trees give shade, some give fruit, but these ones bring danger. From trees that burn your skin to ones that can kill with just a touch, these are the deadliest trees on Earth, and you'll never look at a forest the same way again. Deadly tree that can blind you. This tree doesn't look normal at all. In fact, it looks like a giant bottle filled with something you should never touch. Deep in Namibia, there's a strange-looking tree called the Namibian bottle tree. It grows where most plants would die, dry, hot, and harsh land. But this tree doesn't just survive, it fights back. Since it can't get enough water or food, it makes its own liquid, but not the kind you'd want to drink. It's a toxic, milky latex so dangerous that local tribes use it to poison their arrows for hunting. Now here's where things get really scary. No one knows exactly what this poison does to people because it's rarely used on humans. But one thing is certain, if just a drop of this stuff gets into your eyes, it can blind you forever. So if you ever find yourself walking in the wildlands of Namibia and you spot a tree that looks like a creepy bottle, don't go near it, because what looks strange could be deadly. Deadly tree that shoots like a bomb. This tree sounds like fun, right? It's called the sandbox tree. The word sandbox usually makes us think of playtime, creativity, and freedom, but not this time. This tree is nothing but dangerous. It's also known as the monkey no-climb tree, and guess what? That nickname was given for a reason. Its bark is covered in sharp black spikes that are so scary, even monkeys stay away. Found in the tropical parts of the Americas and even in Tanzania, this killer tree doesn't care about borders. But the spiky bark isn't the scariest part. What makes this tree truly terrifying is its fruit. When the fruit gets too ripe, it explodes like a bomb and throws its seeds up to 330 feet away, no joke. People call it the dynamite tree for a reason. So if the flying seeds don't hit you, those nasty spikes probably will. Honestly, this tree feels like nature's way of saying stay back. If you're thinking of adding something green to your home, maybe stick with a small potted plant instead. Deadliest tree on Earth. This tree might look harmless, but standing near it can land you in the hospital. The Manchineel tree is found in the Caribbean, Central America, and parts of Florida. It has a sweet-looking fruit that people call the death apple. But don't touch it, don't stand under it, and definitely don't eat it. Every part of this tree is toxic. Its sap is so powerful it can strip paint off cars. If it rains while you're under the tree, the water mixed with the sap can burn your skin badly. Even a small touch could leave painful blisters. And the fruit, it's not just dangerous, it's deadly. People who ate it have suffered from terrible stomach pain, bleeding, infections, and breathing problems. The Manchineel tree has caused real damage to people, and it doesn't even need to be touched to hurt you. Just being near it during rain is risky. This tree is like a natural warning sign. Admire it from far away or just run the other direction. It's not just a tree, it's nature's silent weapon. The tree that kills silently. This tree has a name that sounds bright and friendly, but its secret is deadly. It's called the suicide tree, or Cerbera odolum. In India, this tree has been behind many mysterious deaths, most of them accidents. The danger isn't in the fruit, which looks normal and can even be eaten. It's hidden inside the seed. That seed holds a powerful poison called cerberin. Once it enters your body, it starts slowing down your heart without much warning. That's why some people have even called it the perfect silent killer. The scariest part? It doesn't kill instantly. It gives you hours of painful symptoms before it stops your heart for good. Because it's hard to detect and looks like an innocent fruit, people have used it to commit murders without getting caught. Some even say it's the perfect way to get away with it. So next time you see a tree with a lovely name and harmless look, remember, it could be hiding something deadly inside. Deadly coconuts. It might sound funny at first, but coconut trees can be really dangerous in real life. We often see them in cartoons where someone gets hit on the head and just shakes it off. But in the real world, falling coconuts have sent many people to the hospital. And even worse, around 150 people die every year from coconut injuries. Yes, it actually happens. One coconut can weigh up to 2 kilos because it's filled with water. Now imagine that falling from a tall tree speeding up to 53 miles per hour and hitting you with the force of a ton. That's not a cartoon, it's a serious impact. What's even scarier is how these deaths often happen. Some people climb the trees and fall, but many are just resting or sleeping under the coconut trees when it happens. They lay down for a quick nap and never wake up again. Some countries even started public safety campaigns to warn people about this danger. So next time you think of a coconut tree as relaxing or peaceful, remember, what grows on it can be deadly. Deadly tree that can kill without touching you. This tree doesn't just sound deadly, it is deadly. Known by scary names like poison nut and nux vomica, the strychnine tree is one of the most dangerous trees in the world. It grows mostly in India, and its seeds look like little hairy coins. But don't let the looks fool you. These seeds carry around 1.5% strychnine, a poison strong enough to kill wild animals like rats, dogs, and foxes. And it's not just the seeds. The bark of the tree also has toxic compounds that can cause serious harm if you touch it. But here's the creepy part. Some people didn't even touch the tree. They just breathed near it and still died. Now here's where things get even stranger. While science warns people to stay away from this killer tree, some Asian herbalists believe it holds powerful healing powers. They claim it can treat illnesses like cancer and heart disease. Sounds wild, right? But doctors across the world strongly disagree because, well, the seeds are poisonous. So whether you believe in herbal cures or not, one thing's for sure, this tree is not your friend. Deadly tree that drops bombs. This tree looks like it's from a fantasy world, but it's very real and very dangerous. The bunya pine is a giant, beautiful tree that can grow as tall as 50 meters. But don't let its beauty fool you. If you get too close, you might regret it. Its branches are covered with sharp, spiky leaves that can easily cut your skin. Some kids have even tried to play with them, only to hurt themselves badly. Even tree experts wear protective clothing before touching it. But that's not the worst part. Between December and March, the bunya pine drops massive cones from way up high. These things can weigh up to 10 kilograms and fall from over 50 feet. It's like the tree is throwing bombs. That's why experts warn people to stay far away during cone season. If you're just walking underneath and one of those cones hits you, let's just say you'll be lucky to walk away. Deadly tree that can make you blind. It sounds like a silly cartoon name, but the milky mangrove is nothing to laugh about. This strange tree, found in parts of Asia, is one of the most dangerous trees on Earth. The moment you scratch or break any part of it, the tree releases a white, milky liquid full of toxic chemicals. That sap might look harmless, but if it touches your skin, it can cause painful swelling and blisters. And if it gets in your eyes, it can make you go blind. Some countries have even warned people to stay far away from it. No climbing, no touching, not even standing too close. The milky mangrove can grow up to 65 feet tall and looks like any regular tree, but it hides a painful secret inside. Nature really has a dark side, doesn't she? One small mistake near this tree and it could cost you your eyesight. Deadly tree that attacks like acid. This tree looks like any other plant in the forest, but don't let that fool you. The gimpy tree is one of the most dangerous plants in the world. Entomologist Marina Hurley found this out the hard way while researching stinging trees for a university project. Even though she was wearing protective gear, she got stung several times by this aggressive plant. At first, it felt like she had a small cold, sneezing, watery eyes, and a runny nose. But soon, it got much worse. Her condition quickly turned serious and she had to be taken to the hospital. Marina said the pain felt like hot acid burning her skin while being electrocuted at the same time. Imagine that kind of pain from a tree. After some time, she recovered and bravely went back to her research. But her story is a warning. Even if you're fully covered, this tree can still hurt you badly. The gimpy is not just a weird name. It's a real danger hiding in the forest. Deadly tree that can paralyze you. New Zealand is known for its beauty, but not everything there is friendly. Deep in the forest is a plant called the ongonga tree, also known as the tree nettle. It might look harmless, but it's covered in tiny, sharp hairs that can sting badly. Many young explorers in New Zealand have walked through the bush and ended up brushing against this tree, only to feel pain in their legs that last all day. The sting isn't just annoying, it causes rashes, itching, and swelling. It's a plant people quickly learn to stay away from. But things can get far worse than just itching. If someone falls into a thick patch of these trees, the poison can cause serious problems. Some people have experienced full body paralysis, shaking, blurry vision, and even confusion. In one tragic case, a hunter wearing light clothing walked through a thick patch of ongonga and didn't survive. It's a scary reminder that even in the most beautiful places, danger can hide in plain sight, sometimes disguised as just another tree. Deadly tree of the graveyard. It hides in plain sight, standing tall and silent in graveyards across Great Britain. The common yew might look peaceful, but it's one of the most poisonous trees in the world. What makes it truly creepy is that almost every single part of it is toxic, from its needles to its bark. Even stranger, the tree is often found near graves, where people say it symbolizes the soul's immortality. So that sounds beautiful, until you realize the tree could kill you without warning. While its red berries might look tasty, only the soft flesh around the seed is safe to eat. But since that safe part is stuck to everything poisonous, taking a bite is like playing with death. Here's the scariest part. You don't even need to eat it to be in danger. Just touching the plant with bare hands can let poison seep into your body. And once it reaches a certain dose, there's little hope of saving you. Most victims die from heart failure or breathing problems. Even emergency treatment doesn't help much. While humans are rarely exposed to such danger, many animals in the wild or even pets have died after nibbling on it. And since these trees grow near graveyards, it's almost like nature placed its own executioner right next to the final resting place. Poisoned by a pretty fruit, this plant looks like something out of a fairy tale, but it hides a deadly secret. The deadly nightshade, with its small cherry-like fruit, has fooled many with its beauty. One bite can damage your heart, mess with your stomach, and even change how your brain works. People who ate it experienced terrifying symptoms, like blurry vision, wild hallucinations, confusion, and even seizures. Some never recovered their memory, and others didn't survive at all. What makes this even scarier is that many toxic plants have no cure, but nightshade does have an antidote. Still, trusting that tiny safety net is a risky game. Nature made this plant beautiful on the outside but dangerous inside, and many have paid the price for not knowing better. So the lesson here is simple. If you see a shiny berry in the wild and don't know what it is, walk away. It could be the last thing you ever taste. Deadly beauty of the rosary pea. This might sound strange, but some jewelry makers risk their lives just to make you look good. One of their favorite plants is the rosary pea. Its seeds are stunning, red with a black dot, and perfect for making prayer beads. But there's a deadly twist. These pretty little seeds hide a poison called abrin. If the seed stays whole, you're safe, but if it gets scratched or broken, the poison can get into your blood, even from a small finger prick. That's why many makers end up in the hospital, all because of one tiny mistake. What makes it even scarier is the irony. These beads are often used for prayer, but if the shell cracks, you might need prayers yourself. It's a cruel joke of nature. Something so beautiful, yet hiding something so dangerous. So next time you see those red and black beads, remember the secret they hold and the quiet risk behind their beauty. Deadliest plant hiding in your garden. This tree looks innocent, but it holds a deadly secret. The castor beans tree has something inside it called ricin, a poison so dangerous that just 4 seeds can be enough to end a person's life. Yes, just 4. That's why the Guinness World Records calls it the most poisonous common plant in the world. If someone eats too many of these seeds, they might face seizures, bloody diarrhea, extreme dehydration, and sadly, even death. Luckily, with quick treatment, many people survive, but it's still one of the scariest natural killers out there. Now here's the twist. This deadly tree is also the source of something super useful. Ever heard of castor oil? That's right, the same castor beans make this popular cooking and health oil used in homes worldwide. It's totally safe and non-toxic when processed. So this plant is both a silent killer and a helpful healer. Nature sure knows how to keep secrets. Deadly beauty of angel's trumpet. This flower might look like a gift from heaven, but it's more like a silent killer in disguise. Known for its large trumpet-shaped flowers, the angel's trumpet is beautiful enough to decorate gardens, but deadly enough to destroy lives. Its real name is Brugmansia, but most people call it angel's trumpet because of the way it looks. You won't find it growing wild in nature. It only grows where people plant it, and that's probably a good thing. Every single part of this plant is poisonous. Yes, every leaf, flower, and root can send someone into confusion, cause terrifying hallucinations, or even lead to death. Some scientists say eating this plant can send a person into a trance so strong it feels like temporary madness. While some travelers chase strange experiences in places like Amsterdam, this plant offers a dangerous trip without ever leaving your garden. Luckily, it's not easy to find because it must be cultivated. That keeps the risk low for most people. But next time you see a pretty flower that looks too perfect, think twice before getting close, especially if you're wandering somewhere new and adventurous. Nature is beautiful, but it can also be deadly. Stay safe, stay curious, and never judge a tree by its leaves. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more shocking facts from the wild.